Hello, Ezron.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Geofrey Mugisha,
Yeah.
and I'm working on a project, and I have some few questions here, and I thought that you would be helpful to me.
Sure.
Ezron, do you know what are the three branches of the government?
The three branches of the government there is legislature, executive, and judiciary.
Thank you so much for your time. Do you know what each of those branches do?
For executive, what I think, they make laws, and then the legislature studies the laws, and then judiciary approves the laws.
Oh, great. So, Ezron, you know there is Democrats, Republicans are the major parties. Can you name the third party?
The third party is maybe, if I could consider to the Rwandan government, I think we have independent parties. Like in Rwanda, we have a Green Party that is not part of those two mentioned parties.
Good.
Yeah.
So, Ezron, like one question. This is the last question.
Yeah.
What is the best process by which a bill becomes a law?
I think the process is there is a body that sits and brainstorms about new bills, because before they are called laws, they are called bills. So after brainstorming those ideas, they go to the court. They sit with some judges, and then they see if those laws are going to both govern the government and the people. I think that is the major process they use.
Great. Thank you, Ezron, for your time.
Thank you too.
Good afternoon, Queen.
Good afternoon.
My name is Geofrey, and I'm working on a research. They told me to work on different parts of the government. I'm wondering if you have time and I ask you some few questions.
Yes, please.
Oh, good. Thank you. So, Queen, what are the three branches of the government?
I think the three branches of the government are the executive, the legislative, and judiciary.
Good. What does each branch do?
The legislative creates the laws, the judiciary implements the laws. I don't know about the third.
That's great to know. The third question, we have Democrats and Republicans are the major parties.
Yeah.
Can you name the third party?
I think the third party in Rwanda is the Green Party.
Oh, good. Yeah, the Green Party is the third party in Rwanda. Like the independent party?
Yeah.
Good. So, one more last question. What's the best process by which a bill becomes a law?
I think the government establishes the laws and the citizens are bound to follow them.
Oh, good. Thank you, Queen, for your time.
You're welcome.
Have a great day. Hello, my name is Geofrey Mugisha, and I'm welcoming you to this video explanation. I'm going to talk about different things, the branches of the government and how they work together, the two-party system and when it started, and a lot of the minor parties on it, and also the process by which a bill becomes a law. I'm also going to include some of the video footage about and the back you've seen about my colleagues and friends whom I interviewed. So I'll be correcting them, the mistakes they have done a little bit, and also giving full explanation on those few questions. Okay, now let's start with the first question. The first question was asking what are the three branches of the government and what law does each branch do? According to our Truman, library.com, the government has three branches. There is executive branch, there is legislative branch, and there is judiciary branch. According to the Howard Truman, the role of legislative branch is to make sure that they create or introduce laws, while the role of executive branch is to ensure that the laws are carried out or headed. And then lastly, according to Howard Truman, library.com, the role of judiciary is to ensure that the laws are interpreted. Is to interpret the laws. Now I'm going to take you to what my colleagues have said on this one. They are all able to mention about the three branches. Only that one couldn't explain well about what legislative and judiciary do. But actually, that's how the three branches work. Then I'm going to take you to the second question. They are saying that what does each branch do and how they regulate each other. Great, that's a good question. And according to factmaster.com, as I told you, the legislative branch introduces or creates the laws. And once the laws are introduced, they have to be debated about by the House of Representatives and the Senate, and then they go to the President, and once the President signs the laws, so when they reach the President's office, that means that now the executive branch is involved. So once the President signs the laws, the bill has to become a law. It's no longer a bill, it's now a law. So once the law is in the press, the people of the citizen can test it, and if they think that the law is unfair, the lawsuit has to sit and discuss about it, and the judges have to debate against the case. And if the side that presented the convincing arguments, they have to make conclusion whether the law must be in place or not. Also, if the president doesn't sign the law, that's in the executive branch, they doesn't sign that bill, that means that it's called the veto. And now the veto means that the president have to give the reasons why it doesn't sign that law. So that means that it have to go back to the House of Representatives and the legislative. So the legislative, they have the power. They think that the laws, if the bill should go on and become the law, they have to make the vote for them and the House of the Senate. If the bill gets the 2/3 of the total vote, now the president can be overridden, so the bill can still become the law. Now that's how all of the three branches regulate each other. Now I'm going to take you to this question, which asks that Democrats and Republicans are the major parties. Can you name a third party? According to what my colleagues have said, they talked about they didn't know about this question, but they tried to answer it based on the Rwandan system, where they said that the third party is the independent parties like Green parties like here in Rwanda, and that was true according to the Rwandan system. But now I'm going to tell you about the history of the two-party system within the United States. We all know that George Washington was the first president of the US in 1789, and for him he had no law. But when it reaches in 1800, the other presidents were so skeptic, and so the Democratic and Republican Party had to reorganize and with the federal. So the Whig Party and the Republican made one party, which is the Republican, and Democrat started. So that was in 1854, according to factmaster.com. So that's how the two-party system. So another question is talk about the impact of the minor parties. According to factmaster.com, we all know that in 1992, the Ross Perot, who had the Reform Party, came as independent, and then it affected the other parties. So the reason why the good thing with the good parties is that they can put more pressure on the major parties, causing major parties to perform well, or maybe to change their policies. And also I'm gonna introduce you the third question, which talks about explain the way the process. What's the best process by which bill becomes a law? None of my colleagues was able to answer this question. One colleague who tried said that the organizing body has to brainstorm ideas and then it goes to the court, which is not true. So I'm going to tell you the full coverage here. According to the kidsclass.com.house.gov, the bill starts with the House of Representatives. They introduce laws, or citizens can introduce laws. So once they introduce the laws have to first get a sponsor or get the support from the House of Representatives, and now it goes to it's introduced through the Kids Club, through the box called the hopper, and now the clerk can sign it and the bill goes to the committee. Once the committee debates it and comes back to the floor, and when it reaches on the floor, they have to debate it. Now the bill has to be debated. Once it's debated, it can also go to the Senate, and the Senate can also debate, and they follow the same steps as the House of Representatives has done. Once all of those steps has been followed, the next step is the bill is voted on. So there are three ways of voting according to Kids Clerk. There is Viva, where people can say, where the representative can say Viva or division or recorded voice through electronic. And also once they have done that, now the bill has to be presented to the president. If the president signs the bill becomes a law. If the president doesn't sign, that means the veto. It have to go back, and once it goes back, they have to also do the voting. So the president can, if it goes back to the House of Representatives and the Senate, they can vote again. If the bill gets to 2/3 of the total votes, now they can override the president. Now the veto is overridden, and the bill can become a law still. So simply, those are the best steps how the bill becomes a law. Thank you so much.